Welcome back to part 3 of our mini-series on the how of giving effective criticism. So what else can we learn from the timing of Moshe Rabbeinu's rebuke to the Jewish people? The Torah tells us that Moshe did not rebuke them for the various sins that they committed throughout the 40 years of the desert in the moment, but rather did so now. Once they had reached Ever HaYarden, they'd reached the side of the Jordan River, ready to cross over into Eretz Yisrael. The Or HaChaim explains that this was deliberate, because whilst the Jewish people were in the midst of their travels in the desert, far from their destination, they did not have the peace of mind to be able to be receptive to Moshe's rebuke. They would have been preoccupied and worried about their journeys, about their families, about whether in fact they would arrive safely to where they wanted to get to. Only once they had reached the Ever HaYarden, as far as Moshe Rabbeinu was able to take them, they were on the threshold ready to cross into the promised land. They had reached their destination, then they had the calm and peace of mind to be able to be receptive to his rebuke. Furthermore, the Torah tells us that this was Acharei HaKoisei, after Moshe Rabbeinu had struck the two giants, Og and Sichon, who had fought against the Jewish people. In this instance, Moshe himself went out and he slew these two giants who were a threat to Bnei Yisrael. Why does the Torah tell us this over here? Rabbeinu Bachaya explains, and this is brought in many other sources as well, that it was only after Moshe had done a favor on behalf of the Jewish people, and not just any favor, but put himself at personal risk on behalf of the Jewish people, then they were receptive to his criticism, to his rebuke, because they seen through his acts of bravery on their behalf that he only had their best interests at heart, that he had their back, that he loved them, and he was not only interested in giving criticism, but he was there to do favors on their behalf as well. And both of these are powerful lessons when we approach giving criticism in our worlds as well. Number one, criticism should be done when necessary in a calm, quiet moment, not in the heat of passion, in the heat of the moment, and at a time when a person is not preoccupied, that the recipient is able to be calmly discussed with and able to receive those words of criticism. And number two, that the criticism should not be the defining factor of our relationship with others. In fact, we should make sure to invest in having positive relationships by doing kindnesses, goodness, favors for the other, and then when it becomes necessary to give criticism, not only will it be received in good faith and goodwill, but we'll also have that credit of all of the good and favors that we've done for them to be able to draw down when necessary. So with these tips, hopefully our rebuke, our criticism will be delivered more effectively.